boys and girls, happy Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. Today I'm coming to you to show you some different measuring tools and ways that or different things that you would measure with them, and some different conversions and information that you might find interesting that will help you with this week's unit and things that we're going to be doing this week. So the first thing I want to show you is this ruler. Okay, this is just a regular ruler, very standard. One thing about this ruler is that you notice that there are numbers on both sides. This first side that you're looking at with the numbers that are far apart, this is what we call inches. These up here are inches. Now, as you can see in this one ruler, there are 12 inches in one ruler, okay? Then on the other side, the smaller numbers with numbers closer together, these are called centimeters. As you can see on this ruler, you see the number or the letter cm. That stands for centimeters. Okay, so one ruler has centimeters and inches in it. Okay, this is one ruler. This is a yardstick. This is a very, just think of it as a very long ruler. Okay, it is probably, I'm going to tell you, it is 3 rulers long, okay? And I know this, and I'm going to tell you in a minute why I know this. There's a very interesting reason why I know that 3 rulers equals 1 yardstick, okay? So the yardstick has 2 sides, and each side has numbers on them. This first side, as you can tell, the numbers are spaced far apart. And just like on this ruler, you can see that the numbers are spaced apart. Now, what is the units on this side? These are inches. One side of the yardstick has inches, and the other side has centimeters. You see that cm? So one side is inches, and the other side is centimeters. The next tool I have to show you is a measuring tape. Okay, it's long, not as long as a yardstick, but it's long, and it's like on a piece of paper, kind of. You can wrap it around your arm, you can twirl it. The reason why it's like this is because a measuring tape is used to measure round things like your head, your stomach, a basketball, anything round. There's several different types of tape measures. This one's kind of just one long strip. And then this tape measure comes out like this. This one right here is used specifically to measure parts of your body for sewing a dress or hemming, things like that. And one thing about tape measures is they can read in inches, centimeters, or both. This one long measuring tape I have here is read in centimeters. Can you see the cm? So this one is measured in centimeters, while this tape measure has centimeters on one side. You can see that, centimeters. And then it has inches on the other side. Okay? So, now, going back to my yardstick, you know how I said that 3 rulers make 1 yard? I can have 3 rulers to measure 1 yardstick. Well, I know in a ruler I have 12 inches. A ruler has 12 inches. Now, 12 inches I know equals 1 foot. So I have a 1 foot here. This is the length of 1 foot. In measurement, your foot, your actual foot, might not be 12 inches long, but this is the measuring term for units. This is another unit, and it is feet, okay? So this ruler is 1 foot long, or 12 inches. I know that 3 feet equal 1 yard because 3 rulers equal 1 yard. This is a yardstick. So this means that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. We'll get more into measuring, estimating lengths based on based on the units tomorrow, but today we're just primarily focusing on the tools. So today, whenever you're measuring or you're answering your questions, make sure you're thinking about a ruler. What can I measure with a ruler? Well, when it comes to inches and centimeters, a ruler is pretty small. For example, like if you wanted to measure, let's say I have this pen. I want to measure this pen. Should I use my ruler, my measuring tape, or my yardstick? Well, I mean, I don't really want to measure around my pen, and my pen's not long enough to use a yardstick. It might be a lot to handle. What about my ruler? My ruler seems to be the best thing for me to use to measure. So when I want to measure my pen, I'm going to use a ruler. Whether I use inches or centimeters depends. If I want to know how long the silver part of my pen is, it might be better for me to use centimeters to measure that because it's smaller than the rest of it. So I'm going to line up my pen to the top. And you can see the silver part is about 1 centimeter instead of saying, instead of saying about 3/4 of an inch. It would be easier for me to say 1 centimeter. What if I wanted to measure, let's see if there's something in my room that I can measure. Let's see. What if I wanted to measure how tall I am? What if I wanted to do that? I could use this yardstick to help measure how tall I am. So there is 39 inches in this yardstick. So I could put it down to right here, and I could say, well, I'm 39 inches here. Move it. Try not to catch it in the fan. That wouldn't be good. And then right about here is 25 inches. So 39 plus 25 is however tall I am. Okay, so a yardstick is normally used to measure bigger items, taller things. Like if I wanted to measure this dresser is 30 inches tall. So like a TV or something like that, you could use a yardstick to measure. Now, what about my head? I'm going to use my tape measure for that because it's round. So I'm going to take it, wrap it around, and okay, what does it say now? 43? Yep, 43. My head is 43 centimeters around, okay? So today you're going to be given a few questions about what tool would be the best to use to measure a certain object, okay? So take your time, do your best. Tomorrow we're going to be getting into actually determining what unit we're going to be using to measure, okay? So I hope you guys have a great day, get your work done, do your best, and have a good one. Bye, guys.